Hallo, liebe Jessica. Einen kleinen Moment, mein Liebe. Meine Lieben, ich danke euch für diese wundervolle Stimme und diesen tollen Abend mit euch. Ich freue mich, wenn wir uns morgen Abend um 20 Uhr hier wiedersehen. Und ich wünsche euch eine gute Nacht bis morgen Abend. Jetzt bin ich bei dir.
Yeah, I'm on my phone next to it, so I can see if it actually works or not. It is definitely slow, but it should work. What kind of stupid resolution is that anyway? I didn't select that. I don't think I selected that. I doubt it, but I mean it exists. So I probably tapped on it and I didn't realize. How do I delete it? I forgot how to delete things on. That's how you do it. I don't know how to access any sort of chat. So the thing is, yeah, as I said, I have my phone next to it, so I can basically watch the stream while I'm doing the stream. But yeah, there is no option for any kind of chat, so you don't need to type anything because I can't see it. Since I sent this link mostly to Instagram people, just talk to me on Instagram because yeah, I have my phone next to me. I can basically just switch. I don't know how loud my microphone is. I put it on because I thought it might be a little very silent if there's nothing, because if you stream on PC or something, you can at least put on music or something. I mean, I guess I could do that. I could just, turn on some kind of music, but I don't have any kind of music on my tablet because I solely use it for art. So there's absolutely no music or anything like that on it. There's literally just art on it and absolutely nothing else. So yeah, I mean, it does record the microphone, so I could use my phone and put some kind of music in, but I bet it would probably sound trashy because first, if you hear that, those are my frogs. It will probably sound trashy because first off, my phone in general is incredibly trashy when it comes to sound, and if my iPad takes that in as a second source, it would probably just be some loud crashing of nonsense. Yeah, basically, for now I have not much to do. I thought about redrawing some sort of character I have. Some sort of character I didn't draw yet, because I did start this little series with doing reference sheets with this one pose I drew because I thought it was pretty fitting, and honestly I was too lazy to draw a pose for everything. I thought about doing that with all my characters, but it might be a little monotone, to be honest, you know, like, I'm not sure if I'm that interested in it. You could send me something on Instagram, basically, you know, like, I don't know, send me a character to draw or something. I know I have some people who still want me to draw something. It doesn't load. Can I save it? Sometimes, you know, I still don't know how to manage my iPad sometimes because I'm going through here and just don't find what I'm looking for. Yeah, don't think it's saved. It doesn't load. I didn't mean to like it. I can't save it. Why? Let me go on my phone. Well, I mean, if that's how it is, then I'm using my phone as a reference and fuck it. Because somehow, I don't know if it's because of the streaming software or something, but it doesn't work otherwise. I'm checking in on the stream. Stream works, okay. Yeah. I'm trying to draw the character, just... I don't have the picture on my iPad as I usually have because I can't download it for some reason. Probably, I mean, I think it is because of the streaming software, because usually I can download it. Maybe it's preventing something or whatever. Like, what do I know? Well, I think I'm trying full body, I don't know. The thing is, whenever I'm looking at the character, I don't know what I want to draw. Now I look at it and I'm like, yeah, maybe I could do a full body or not, and then I'm realizing I have to draw this full body, you know, it doesn't just appear. Oh, I hate sometimes, you know, like, I know most people who draw are like, oh my god, I love drawing, but do I love drawing? No, to be honest, no, I don't. I really don't. I'm just not the kind of person to draw. Yeah, I do draw a lot, but it's like not my favorite activity or something. I do like the character though. Yeah, I don't know. I actually tried replicating the... I'm sorry if my frogs are annoying. I actually tried replicating the G5 style, but I absolutely can't do that. I'm trying, but I absolutely can't do that. I don't know why my body just physically says no. Also, I don't know why, but I don't know if you understand what I mean by that, but somehow whenever people watch me, my art decreases by a lot. It's like just whatever I draw is just a whole lot worse than it would be if I wasn't watched. Nervousy, is that how you say it? I don't know. It's like, I just can't do it. Yeah, I really want to do a G5 thing. And I know the best thing to do, if you can't actually do it, you know, is to find an image and trace over it, just like how My Little Pony bases work. A new adventure? Is that a game or something? I mean, I'm really not that much into My Little Pony. I mean, yes, I am, but like, it's not like I've watched any of the series or something. I just like the art style. And von dir gesagt, what? Your frogs are so loud, OMG. I think they sound louder through the iPad than they actually are, but yes, you can definitely hear them very well. I like them though. Croaking frogs always means they are happy. And I love croaking frogs. I think I'm looking more for a reference image rather than something I want to trace over, because I don't like how the heads look. And generally, I also think the bodies, the transaction is, or the action or whatever. I can't type because I see no chat, but hi. Yeah, there is no chat. I don't know why. I mean, even when I try accessing it on my phone, as a watcher, I can't. I don't know why. There is no chat for some reason. But it doesn't matter, because I send this link solely to my Instagram users, my subscribers and followers and whatever. So basically, everyone who wants to talk to me can just do so on Instagram. And besides that, this is my iPad, this is like not a PC or something. So basically, I do actually get notifications. And my partner is just typing in and the messages appear. So yeah. I hope no one on here has a problem with the Instagram profile being on screen. I mean, I do have like almost 2,000 subscribers, but there's barely any one of these active, and I don't use my YouTube account to like be famous or something. Like usually when I stream, I have like one person watching or something. So I don't think your stuff will be very much out there in case you have a problem with it. The problem is it's not like on PC where I could very much control what's happening. This is the first time I'm using my iPad to stream in general. I was talking to someone and they said it was possible, I think. You're so lustful for Feierte and famous? You're so lustful for Feierte? Feierte? Honey, try better. Do I have to type in the names of the characters? They see absolutely nothing I could use. I absolutely love the body type. The thicker legs, definitely. But I just can't do it. I don't know. What did I say? I meant viewers. I already forgot your message. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just like the My Little Pony art style in general. But I can hardly replicate it. I don't know, because what I draw has influences of realism, so I can't 100% replicate it, even if I try to, probably. With G4, I think I could absolutely 100% replicate the G4 style, though. At some point, at least. I think I'm trying to... My Little Pony artist, shit up, jerk off to horses. I'm trying to shit up, honey. I'm giving it my best try. I could try to... Yeah, I'm also, I'm that kind of art loser that only draws side view characters. I always try doing better, but I just can't, I try, and something inside of me is like, nope. What? That was Ibish. We are in for a fat ass. Juicy asses. For juicy horses. I want to see fantasy staring into my soul front-faced. Oh my god, I wonder if I've ever drawn her front-faced in general. I don't think so. I mean, I once had a part in a comic where I drew her front-faced, but only, only what do I call it? Only half of her face, basically. Because it was a comic, I wanted to get something across. It wasn't meant to be a portrait. I'm just trying to do something right now. Just something that looks a little more like something else than a regular side view. So I'm sorry if it looks absolutely bullshit. I'm trying just to do something. So it's not as monotone as it always is. Everything I do is monotone. It's like I never draw something unique. Also, I absolutely hate back legs. I never know how to do the back legs. I'm just here like, what do I do? I'm doing a few of these art trends videos. I'm absolutely not someone to be into art trends, but I'm just bored, and I think I have draw me sometimes. Yeah, it's not like you give me an OC. You say you have like 2 OCs, and I already did those. What do you want from me? I forgot what I wanted to say. Thank you. I think you can do back legs pretty much like that. This looks like a porn pose. Me, not OC's fuckface. I can't draw humans, I'm sorry. In case I could call you a human, I'm sorry. Oh my god, this looks so horrible. Stomach. I mean, I have seen, like I take in inspiration from other artists who draw horses, and I try to replicate a few of these. Like to get an idea of how specific perspectives could look. But I mean, I know like one of the artists I follow draws her back legs kinda like that. And I mean, they look accurate, but I just don't know how to replicate it. That's the problem. I've tried to replicate and I can't do it. That's what I hate most, to be honest. When I try to replicate something and it doesn't work. Also, I'm sorry if there is like a moment when I actually do not talk. Because I do have to focus on certain things. I do have to focus, otherwise sometimes I just can't draw. Because, usually when I draw, I just noticed how many people, listen to music or something while they draw, and I'm just here, like, being in complete silence, basically. Because if I listen to music, I think about other things, but not my drawing. The thing with horses is their knees are like here. Then it goes into the calves basically, and the other part is the foot. So legs, when this is like the stomach, the legs basically go like this. And for My Little Pony, it's just like that. I don't know, but basically just an explanation for why the legs sometimes when I draw them, they look like that, like the knee. Let's look up the artist. I see something. Okay. Totally not me tracing a leg. Is it even tracing if I don't actually use the drawing? But yeah, it's referencing, right? The artist I'm using is like more of an actual horse artist, if you know what I mean, like more of realism, so it's a little difficult getting that into my style, because what the fuck is that? I mean, my art goes into realism a little bit. I do have parts of realism into my artwork. I think I'm getting there. Yeah, my artwork is partly realistic, not incredibly realistic, but realistic features. Though the legs, I don't think the legs are part of it. The legs are very My Little Pony inspired. This is not exactly what I wanted to do, because I wanted the pony to be, you know, like the front legs, you know, like being standing apart. I mean, it's not that I don't know how to do it, it's just I can't replicate it. That's the problem. I just can't. I just don't know how to actually draw it. Or when I try to, it looks bullshit. I mean, it would be kind of like that, you know, like the front leg, just like the front leg. Maybe I can do it. I have an idea. Goodbye. Why am I doing that? I'm just... You know you're stupid when you're trying to copy a straight line, despite you could just draw a straight line. Just to get an idea. No, I don't usually draw with these lines, but I also don't usually do poses like these. Now I'm trying to get an idea. Kind of like that, you know, like it's... Now the problem is, how do I do the leg? I don't even know how My Little Pony would do it. I really don't know. I mean, I don't even know if anyone watching this stream would be capable of doing it better than I'm trying to. But if you can, please tell me how. Because I'm dying trying to... What the fuck is that? I want to cry. Why can't I do that? It can't be that difficult. Okay, cough. You know, like, except for realistic drawing, I almost feel like it would be easier for a realistic drawing, actually. Because the thing is, with doing this cartoony, I have to somehow transform the realistic thing into, you know, this, which is basically my own art style, my own interpretation of it. Replicating something that doesn't actually exist in that way. I mean, I think I'm getting there somehow, which is the... I think this is okay. I didn't mean to erase it that much. I'm sorry if I'm talking too much, I'm just trying to communicate in a way. I think that's okay. Maybe if I do the leg a little more. I mean, the thing is, it has to have grip on the bottom, and so I can't just keep it like that. From the person I'm using as a reference right now, the leg goes kind of like that. Like, this is completely upper and calf together, goes into like this kind of shape. Then there is the joint, and then it goes like that, but only slightly, and into the hoof, because horses have another joint like this. And in My Little Pony art, that's the problem. The joint and everything is conjoined in one. So if you draw My Little Pony, to use my knowledge and the reference and just everything into getting some sort of pose together right now. This looks so incredibly wrong that, you know, like, I'm absolutely not satisfied with whatever the fuck I'm currently doing here. But I'm so incredibly not satisfied. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this drawing or if I'm just sending it to the person, to be honest. Because this is just everything but what I want to draw. This is just not part of the drawings I would publish. This is part of the drawings that I would just completely put in the trash and never touch again. You know, like the type of drawing I would just give up on and do something I can actually draw. Yeah, this is basically the belly. This is how. Yeah, you know, this is like one of the things where anatomy doesn't fit, and that's also why the leg doesn't fit. It doesn't go along with the other leg, because here is the joint. It should be here. So for this, I'm like that, like that, like that. I don't know, it feels like the leg wouldn't be that far apart. I'm trying to, but I'm trying to have an understanding of it. I mean, the pose is spreading the legs, so it's more difficult to understand where it would go. Maybe like that. Oh, guys, you don't know how much I'm currently fighting the urge just to end the stream and do something else. I want to cry. Maybe I can put a stone or something and Act like this leg doesn't exist. Like some other artists do. I can't draw the other eye, I can't draw the other leg.
Normale Pfannen würde das ruinieren, aber selbst furchtbar angebrannte Lebensmittel lösen sich wie von selbst. Das ist die Original-Fusion-Keramikbeschichtung. Nun lassen wir harte Fakten sprechen. Hier ist eine billige Pfanne mit einer sogenannten Anti-Haft-Beschichtung. Und hier steht Cerafit Fusion. Okay. Hier habe ich eine Stahlpfeile. Und die Wettbewerbspfanne. Pass genau auf, was passiert. Ich reibe und kratze.
Like
Man benutzt doch mal ein Messer oder ähnliches. Genau, man sieht das überdeutlich. Das alles wollen Sie doch nicht in Ihrem Essen haben. Furchtbar. Aber bei Leistungspfannen, besonders bei Cerafit Fusion, kann gar nichts passieren. Ich kann reiben, scheuern und kratzen den ganzen Tag. So viel ich will.
Yeah, I think if you follow my art, if you just see what I draw, you notice that most of my art looks the same. Maybe you didn't actually consciously realize, but it does.
Wir alle lieben ein saftiges Steak in der Pfanne und direkt vor mir leckeres Gemüse. Kurz den Designglasdeckel heben. Wie das
You know, this is it looks wrong. Something is wrong about this.
so ein Ergebnis bekommen Sie niemals.
I don't know what exactly, but
Cerafit Fusion dreht absolut gleichmäßig von
maybe it should be thinner because thinner, smaller.
Radfläche zaubern tolle Gerichte und ab in den Ofen.
Because there's another thing, My Little Pony characters aren't
Normale Pfanne niemals, aber
very long,
Cerafit Fusion aus der Smaragd-Grün Edition. Sieh mal, ein Klick und der Griff löst sich.
you know, but that is part of my art style, doing things realistic, doing things longer, and yeah, basically putting that into a My Little Pony art style is just something many people like, think is unique, but it's honestly also pretty difficult to actually do, because yeah, you know, like I could end up with a drawing that just absolutely doesn't fit, because it's a mixture of My Little Pony and realism, and I think these two don't really go that well together. Should be longer, I think. This could be fine. I mean, I have to think the front legs and everything is still going to come in, so there's still a lot that would just hide the legs in the end. At least the other one. I do have a message. Your stream keeps cutting out for me. Yeah, let me check if it's working. It should be working. Okay, I will keep the stream up for now, and it should be. I mean, I know there is like a little bit of lag, but I think that's normal. I think that's always a little bit of lag in streaming. I can just speak for myself. I can just say I have it on my phone and it shows okay on my phone. So I am basically a watcher. So it should work for you, for YouTube. Let's see here. Okay. Front. To judge you. You can reach me, let me calm you tonight. I don't usually draw wings from the underside.
Und mit dieser Kollektion wird es richtig persönlich, denn mit Gerda Steiners Lieblingsstücken haben wir jetzt eine besondere Kollektion mit 16 besonders humorvollen Geschichten von Peter Steiner und seinem großartigen Ensemble aufgelegt. Für das jetzt ausgepackt und hingehört. Ich sage Ihnen, Achtung, Achtung, diese 8 DVDs exklusiv für den halben Preis anbieten. Ja, da muss ich gehört. Sie sparen ganz genau 50%. Also holen Sie sich das Lachmenhaus und rufen wir jetzt an. genau 24 Stunden allerbester Unterhaltung mit jeder Menge Wind und Humor. Diese 16 Lieblingsstücke von Gerda Steiner dokumentieren ein großes Stück Fernsehgeschichte. Mein Stück, Wissen Sie Gerda Steiner Theaterteile, Gerda Steiners Lieblingsstücke, denn diese 16 Stücke wurden mit Liebe ausgeführt. Sie sagte schon Friedrich Nietzsche, es wurde immer zu wenig gelacht in der Welt, das ist die größte Schuld. Ich würde sagen, mit Sie an am Telefon, wir schaffen Abhilfe. Diese 8 brandneuen DVDs mit Gerda Steiners Lieblingsstücken werden Ihnen richtig viel Freude bereiten. Auf mein Wort. Fröhlich, lustig, humorvoll, von frivol bis gern auch mal deftig und doch immer abgerundet mit einer Story, einer Moral und besinnlichen Augenblicken. Das ist Peter Steiners Theaterteile. Mit den 16 Lieblingsstücken von Gerda Steiner.
Ja.
Das Beste aus den 25 Jahren und Peter Steiner als Schauspieler, als Theaterkinder, Autor sowie als Theaterdirektor seinen Lebensinhalt mit all seiner Kreativität ausleben können.
Jo. You can beat me, I will become you tonight.
Fröhlich und lustig, ein wenig zweideutig, ein nie ordinär. Herrlich köstlich und doch immer herzlich.
Left to use.
Theaterdirektorin Gerda Steiner, den bayerischen Patriarchen. Sichern Sie sich diese in der Tradition der Bauernfränke entstandene Theaterstücke. Es sind Gerda Steiners 16 Lieblingsstücke, die Sie auf diesen 8 DVDs begeistern werden. Peter Steiner mit seinem Theaterstaaten. 20 Jahre lang lebte er mit viel Herz und einem einzigartigen Humor den Faustleben. Dieses Charivari, dieses bunte Durcheinander aus 14 Pointen, geschrieben von Peter Steiner und ausgewählt und zusammengestellt von Gerda Steiner, der Tochter heutigen Theaterdirektorin, ist absolut empfehlenswert. Storys, die das Leben schrieb, Menschen, die ein jeder kennt und immer wieder Wortduelle voller Schlagfertigkeit. Lachen macht das Leben schön. Jetzt geht's los. Jetzt geht's los. Doch, das ist jetzt doch was Ähnliches. Ja, das bist du. Das bin ich, ja. Das ist Sachen, die das ist das. Gib mir was ist das. Ja. Ja, und das ist die Herstane, das ist die Müllerin. Das ist die Müllerin? Ja, das ist die Müllerin vom Mann. Warum? Das ist ja die Dame ohne Unterleib. Warte, wir fangen doch meinen Namen wieder gut von vorne an. Du hast doch auch einen Unterleib. Bis zu 10 Millionen Zuschauer schauten Peter Steiners Theaterstadel pro Ausstrahlung im Fernsehen. Und jetzt gibt es das Wiedersehen mit den Legenden. Schließen Sie uns an und sparen Sie die Hälfte, also tatsächlich 50% bei 8 DVDs mit den 16 Lieblingsstücken von Gerda Steiner. Das ist ein einmaliges Angebot, das Sie unbedingt jetzt nutzen sollten. Und Peter Steiner sitzt jetzt brandend im Finsterhimmel und murmelt glücklich vor sich hin. Er hat halt so gewollt. Ja, das haben wir, lieber Peter Steiner. Und danke noch einmal für das Tieftauchen im Archiv und diese besondere Zusammenstellung, liebe Gerda Steiner.
As I've said before, I plan on using this body structure for another pony, so I'm drawing the body despite of the mane and everything. Because yeah, I plan on reusing it. To be honest, I've been working with Procreate for quite a while now, and I'm still not used to the fact that Procreate doesn't have a save function. You know, like it just saves. But I'm still not used to it. Every time I leave the app, I check that my art is still there.
Gibt es nun etwas ganz Besonderes, nämlich die 16 Lieblingstheaterstücke der heutigen Theaterdirektorin Gerda Steiner, der Tochter des unvergessenen Peter Steiner. Ja, diesen 8 DVDs gibt es Gerda Steiners Lieblingsstücke.
Well, but I think it's also good because the fact it just saves. Yeah, basically I can leave, and it really saves absolutely every inch of what I'm doing the moment I do it. So it's like even if you would forget to save and you would go back to your art and you're like, oh my god, half of it's missing because I didn't save in a while. Yeah, Procreate just saves. So there's absolutely nothing you would miss. Because it saves like absolutely every inch you do. Like, you know, like I do this, saved. I redo it, saved.
mit den 16 Lieblingsstücken von Gerbersteiner auf 8 DVDs.
Come you tonight. Dum, dum, dum. Music player. Left to use. I feel so guilty. Touch you. Coming down. How could you do this to her?
Wir präsentieren Ihnen exklusiv diese 16 legendäre Theaterstücke auf 8 DVDs. Rufen Sie jetzt an 080 3 die 503. Gerbersteiners Lieblingsstücke. 24 Stunden beste Theaterunterhaltung. 080 3 die 503.
Diese 16 Lieblingsstücke von Gerbersteiner sind auch heute noch mit 30 Jahren nach dem Streit aktuell unterhalten. Sie werden ihre Nachbarn, ihre Familie, Kollegen, ihre Freunde und ja auch sich selber hier. Das große Gerbersteiner mit Martin Luther King wird sowohl der großartige Familienautor als auch seine Tochter Gerda haben die Luther es nannte, den Volk auf Mord. Diese Lieblingsstücke von Gerbersteiner
feels so good to wake it up to you tonight. Drawing wings is nice and all, but going over it as in line art. Amber, I saw that. I was like, I was like, awful. Are you sure? You hear that? My frog is angry. Awful. The wings look awful. Thank you. Totally not hours of work. Now that is... Yeah, I gotta redo it. Because I have to do more like this. Otherwise it doesn't add up. Yeah, I'm laughing so hard, I get it. I was just about to ask if you're serious. Because, let's be honest, even if the wings were awful, I don't think you would say it to my face like that. Especially not on a stream. Yeah, why? Because your name is on it. Who are you drawing? A character, I think you know the person. Crystal Galaxy. She sent me a character which is basically, she said it's like a persona, but she only has like, you know, like the feral version, and she asked me if I could draw it, and I was like, I don't think I can draw an andro horse, but you know, like I can offer her a normal drawing from Facebook, no, from Instagram. Just type in Crystal Galaxy. She has like a purple profile picture with a white alicorn on it. Crystal asks me for art a lot, and I actually do it. I don't know why, but how do I say that? It's like you know, like I get requests that just don't hit it, you know, when I'm just like, nah, no, I don't feel it. But it's like she just sends, she's just so pure, you know, like she just sends me an OC and it's like, hey, could you draw this for me, please? And she's always so happy about it, and why not? You know, like, the biggest reason why I do free art for people is basically because I like to see them happy, and she genuinely is happy every time I do art for her. And you know, the fact she comes back every time also shows that she likes what I do, because, I mean, she could ask everyone. I mean, I doubt she is like some sort of manipulative person who's like, hey, this person's gonna draw me, so I'm gonna ask them. Because I have declined before when she asked for drawing of her OC and an Eevee, and I was like, sorry, I don't draw animals / Pokemons, and yeah, you know, like she just accepted it and was like, oh, okay, like not mad or anything. And now she asked me for this drawing of this andro character, this furry character. And yeah, I said I don't have the skill, like at least not anymore, to draw an andro horse. But I gotta say, even back in the past when I was an andro artist, back then, I could not do horses. It's so it's not something new. And no, she's not pushy at all, you know, like when I don't do her art, I just don't do her art, and she's like, okay, cool, you don't do it, then that's fine, that's your thing, you know. That's also why I don't think she's really, that's also why I don't think she is manipulative or anything as in using me for free art or something, because yeah, the thing is, she would probably ask where her work is otherwise, and she doesn't ask at all. She's like, she's sending me a drawing of something and asks me, hey, could you draw this for me? I would totally like it. And I say yes or no, and she doesn't ask. Either she gets it or she doesn't get it, you know what I mean? And even when I say no, she's like, oh, okay, and likes it even, you know. And then sometimes I just get a different character, and she asks, hey, could you do this character for me, please? You know, like, completely normal and pure. Absolutely nothing evil about her. I'm seeing you talk about Lily. I forgot who Lily is. Is it the Pegasus with one wing? Lily is the hybrid. Oh yeah, I get it. It's the bad thingy. You know, as I said, I do art because I like seeing people happy, right? And the thing is, not everyone I draw actually seems happy about it. It's like, I don't know, it's like I draw it and they are like, oh cool, you know, and I'm like, I don't know, aren't you like happy or something? I mean, I don't expect them to go crazy, but it's just like, I don't know, but it's like you feel if someone is genuinely appreciating your work or not. And sometimes I feel like people don't appreciate what I do for them. And that's also when I decline doing work for them, further work or something. Simply because I don't feel like they appreciate it. I'm watching you draw ponies and these two people talk about how the vaccine isn't working. I better not say that word, otherwise my stream gets blocked or something, because that's how it is nowadays. You say something and the stuff just gets reported or blocked, or I don't know why, but that's how it is. So let's say I'm calling it something different. They are weird. Some people I do commissions for get really upset when it's not 1 million person perfect, like zero room for personal creativity. It doesn't matter if I say it in German or not, unfortunately, because German videos are blocked for it just as well. It's really just the thing itself that you shouldn't be talking about unless you want your video monitored. And since I'm just trying to draw ponies and I don't want to be blocked for potential misinformation about the V, I'd rather not talk about it at all. I don't know if it's weird. It's really just the government. You know, it's because there's so many people having a problem with it, basically, that the government starts monitoring it. So basically that whatever you say about it, especially if it's negative, will just be blocked immediately. Like absolutely no mercy on it, because the government wants you to take it. It's actually pretty interesting because there already is proof from a few countries that it's what do I say? How do I say it? Like, there is proof. I think even the creator, I mean, maybe you can Google it or something. I think the creator of mod, you know, the one with mod, said that it's highly toxic and he wants to call it back, you know. So, you know, he's like, what do we call it? You know, like taking it back from the shelves because it's toxic and potentially dangerous. His, at least, you know what I mean? You know, like he's admitting it because he kept testing it and he found something out about it. The problem is, at least in Germany, I don't know what it is like for you people, but in Germany, the government doesn't care. They literally don't listen. They are still giving the V, regardless of the creator himself saying, it's dangerous. I found out it's dangerous in specific cases, and please let me take it back and do something that won't kill you. But yeah, in Germany, the government is like, well, good for you, but we don't care about it, and we just keep doing it. AKA, they quite literally refused to stop doing it, despite the creator himself said, please stop doing it, it's dangerous. And the problem with stuff like that is also why videos about it are blocked, you know? Because the government doesn't want you to think it is negative in absolutely any way. I don't know why, you know? The thing is, why? What's the problem with even talking about it, with criticizing it? What's the problem behind it? It's like not the first time in human's history someone does it. But yeah, there is a problem, and the fact absolutely everything related to it gets blocked should already, you know, like get you thinking. Like, that's why I'm saying I better don't talk about it, because especially if I say absolutely anything about it that they could potentially not like, I'm getting blocked for misinformation. Like, it doesn't matter if it's misinformation or not, but I'm getting blocked for misinformation. So, I'm especially not talking about it in German. I don't know about English, but I know in German my videos would be gone in no time. So I better keep my mouth shut. Like, I'm finding words for it. But yeah, you know, like, at first I was like one of the people who were like, oh my god, this must be one of the worst diseases to come around humanity. But it's interesting because the more you actually think about it, you know, like, it's not like illogical that someone says, hey, it's dangerous, you know what I mean? It's absolutely not illogical because the people have a reason to say that. And I think you should hear, you know, at least talk to the people, at least hear why they think it is dangerous. But yeah, the thing is, people don't even listen to it. They don't even try listening to it. And yeah, I was one of the people who was extremely cautious about it. Until I found out about the stuff, basically. And especially when you see how absolutely everything is just blocked when you just dare using the name. This is not normal, you know, like, it doesn't even matter how you see it. The thing is, this isn't normal behavior. It isn't normal behavior that absolutely every video, even mentioning the name, is being removed. There is something wrong about it. At least in our country. I don't know what's like in others. I don't live in our country, but this isn't normal. There is something wrong about it. At least something wrong about the way they handle it. It's almost like they try, you know, hiding something. Because, I mean, why else would they do that? Why else would you, like, remove absolutely every sort of critic from something? I mean, if it is such a beautiful, perfect thing, you don't need to hide it, or do you? I mean, if I, like, release a product or something, and someone was like, hey, I think that's dangerous, I mean, that's your problem. You know what I mean? Like, talk about it. You can say whatever you want. If you don't want it, then that's fine. Don't take it. But, I mean, they are kind of acting like it is the end of the world if you don't take this V. So, it's almost like secondhand forcing. That absolutely everything that could potentially be related to it is being blocked in the blink of an eye. So you don't even have time to process or think about it in absolutely any other way but positively, so that you're like being scared into actually using it. And if you're not scared into using it, you know what I mean? Like, you're not scared of the disease or something. You're being forced by the fact that they just refuse to serve you. Like, as an example, I said, I don't know what it's like in America or like any other country, but in Germany, they start refusing to serve you. So basically, you aren't allowed to go into cinemas anymore. You aren't allowed to purchase certain things anymore. It's like, they completely cut short your life, if you don't follow their rules. And yeah, they are like, nah, we won't force you, but I mean, you can't call this not forcing, you know, like it's second-hand forcing. Yeah, they don't force you to get it, but they do manipulate you into getting it by absolutely ruining your life. And that's why people protest against it, about human rights and all that. And then there's the positive people who think that is stupid, but I think, like, you know, at first I thought, yeah, it's stupid. You're wearing an M, psk, and people say, hey, oh my god, that's violating my human rights. But I mean, yeah, maybe it doesn't, but you know, like the thing they do at this point, it absolutely does violate your rights. This is not okay anymore. I mean, I just go on. I don't even talk about it. I don't even think about it, because I mean, in the end, what does it do? This stuff is dividing. It's dividing people. It's almost like, you know, Trump versus Biden, the thing it was, where people are just absolutely dividing into two groups. And they hate each other by absolutely any means possible, and there's nothing you can do. You can't even mention the name anymore, because you're just being, yeah, you're just being absolutely terrorized. And it's the same with the sea, unfortunately, because there's people who just say, I feel like there's something wrong about it, and then there's the people who are scared into submission. And as you know, with all the blocking and blah blah, there's absolutely no way they want you to even think there's something wrong with it. So it makes sense why the person absolutely being for it thinks the same way and would absolutely block absolutely everything out that in one way or another mentions something negatively about it. But the thing is, in Germany at least, they have already bullied people out of the country. I mean, doctors. They have bullied doctors out of the country for saying something negatively about the V. Like, dude, a doctor, a professor. I mean, there are doctors that say it's fine. There are doctors who say it's not fine. And I think you can't just bully a professional out of the country because he says, hey, there could be a potential danger about it. Like, what is wrong with you? Oh my god. Like, you know, it actually makes you scared to even think of mentioning something, because they, you know, like the people are hunting you. It's almost like 2 times of Hitler, where you have to be afraid of being who you are, of thinking what you think, because you could just, you know, be taken down, basically. Like, this is insane. This is just full on insane. You know, subconsciously, I just hope most people, or at least enough people, take it, so that people like me aren't being forced to it. But the problem is they are already debating on whether or not people should be forced to get it. At least in our country, and that's scary. That's downright scary. You know, like, it's not just a regular V as in, oh yeah, I'll take it and I'll be fine or something. It's like something that could definitely, potentially kill you. And I don't know about you, but I am scared of being dead. The thing is, there's more than enough people who have already said they have absolutely incredibly negative experiences with it. They have dead relatives to this stuff, proven from doctors, from being abducted, you know. And I don't know about you, but there's no way I would just say, okay, fuck it, I'm doing it or something. I'm actually scared of that thing. So there's absolutely no way in hell they will get me to do that. I would rather move countries than get that shit inside of me. That's just too scary. Like, I don't care. I don't care what you think. I don't care what someone else thinks. That to me, that stuff is scary. Death is scary to me. It doesn't matter what it is, but death is scary to me, and I'm not taking the risk. Because, you know, you can actually survive the sea, you know? You can survive it. There's more than enough people who have survived it. But with the V, there is pretty much almost a 100% chance. There's almost a 100% chance of that stuff actually harming you. Even if it isn't killing you, there is a way it is harming you. And I mean, there is more than enough studies on why. And even the creator of the MV already said that it's dangerous what he had created, and he wants to get it back, and they just say no. So sorry, but that is just no thank you, because there is the risk of this shit harming you in a way, whether it is actually killing you or literally just harming you because of thrombosis or something. I'm not taking that risk. Goodbye. Like, I won't. You can survive the sea, but there is a very low chance you're surviving the V without any problems, and I would rather take the lowest problem, you know what I mean? Like, I would rather take the lowest risk of everything, and that is basically just doing nothing. So that's what I'm gonna do. I actually have to read your replays. I was just rambling. It hurts like I got time today and they're starting to move one of my teeth forward. Yeah, that's what braces are. Braces can actually damage your teeth. Because there's actually people with braces who have a higher chance of losing their teeth because of the braces pushing them, you know. Because they are not supposed to be pushed. The government wants to keep controlling everyone. I mean, that's basically what happened ever since the dawn of time. That's literally what a government is. They want to control you. That's how it is. The problem is, it's not really them wanting to control you. The problem is basically that when they want to control you, and what they do is actually dangerous and they refuse to see it. That's the problem. That when they want to control you about something that's actually dangerous and you refuse to get it because you're scared, and they are just like, well, sucks to be you, I guess. Yeah. Because, I mean, there are literally videos of certain governments being vetoed. And you can actually look in it. You can look into it. That what they did was not actually taking an injection. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. I have medical knowledge. I can say it didn't happen. but everyone is fooled because no one actually looks into it. They just see a syringe and they think, hey, cool, guy has been V, you know, but I can tell whatever they didn't even push the plunger. They didn't even push the plunger, but no one cares because they don't look at that detail. So yeah, the important people don't actually get it. And I mean, if the important people don't do it, think about it. Why don't the important people do it? They have their reasons. But you're not important to the public, so. You're describing America. As long as Democrats who get money for all of this shit are in power, it'll stay like that too. They are like, we are not making you, but we are making you. Yeah, I mean, they are like not actually forcing you towards the actual thing, but they are secondhand forcing you by actually. It's like saying, yeah, okay, you know, like you don't want to eat this burger. You don't have to eat this burger, but I'll just refuse to give you anything else. So no, you know, like I don't force you to eat this burger. I don't. But you won't get anything else, so you are secondhand forced to eat that burger if you don't want to die. Heart and stomach problems after the V. Yeah. I don't know about heart and stomach. I know it causes thrombosis. Thrombosis, whatever you pronounce it in English. And I mean, obviously, a thrombosis can be absolutely everywhere. It's just mainly inside the brain or lung. But yeah, maybe if you have it around your heart, that is what causes a heart attack. You know, like a heart attack is when you have a thrombosis at one of the heart veins. And basically, when you get surgery for it, they, you know, get a bypass, so basically recreating the vein around it. So the vein isn't closed anymore. So yeah, the problem with the V is that it actually manipulates your body into destroying itself in a way. Because, you know, it doesn't even say that the V in itself is problematic or anything. Wait, let me turn off the music. You know, it doesn't even say that the V in itself is problematic. Maybe it does what it does. You know what I mean? Maybe it actually does what it does. The problem is the side effects. No one is talking about the fucking side effects. And the side effects is basically what causes all this damage in you. Of course, not in everyone. Or at least not instantly, because there are some people who die instantly a few days after, and then there's people who die like a few months after, you know what I mean? So basically the side effects are not something that comes immediately. I find it even funnier because they are talking about all these long studies and bullshit, you know, like a regular V takes years of fucking studies to be approved, okay? And I mean, this one, it is said to be only an emergency improvement. It is not actually approved as any sort of medical assistant. It is literally just approved because it had to be approved. And which means it is not tested. The testing they did was like 1 or 2 months at best. And you're absolutely not capable to know what this shit does to you in like a year if you have like 2 months of fucking testing it. And that's the scary part about it, because people actually start having problems with it. And yeah, now the people are like, oh yeah, it's not related to it, you know, like, oh, you're getting it 2 months later, it's not related to it anymore. Oh god, yeah, the problem is, the side effect is because the V reproduces this spike thingy. It's damaging the walls of your veins. That's the problem behind it. It's damaging the walls, and obviously, what does your body do if you're bleeding? It tries repairing itself, you know, like it clogs up. And that's the problem, because what happens if your body keeps producing these little clogs absolutely everywhere? Now, eventually, these little things rip loose, and that's what the thrombosis is. You know what I mean? Because these little scrubs, basically, they get loose and go through your body, through the veins, until they eventually reach a vein that's so small that it can't pass. And then the vein is shut. And when the vein is shut, the region, the body part, the limb, whatever is related to it will die off. And that's basically how, you get vein thrombosis, lung thrombosis, and all that kind of stuff. Even a heart attack. That's even how a heart attack happens. And I mean, there is so many reported deaths, absolutely the same way for everyone. After this vaccination has started, this is not normal. There is something behind it, and there's absolutely no denying. If you deny that there's something happening, then you're just trying to deny it because you're scared or because you don't want to hear it, or I don't know what's wrong. But there is something wrong with it, downright, and I think it's scary. It's scary at this point, because this stuff is actually dangerous, and if you're forced into something dangerous that could potentially cause your death, I don't know about you, but I'm scared about it. I'm definitely scared about it. Yeah, I sent you the video. I'm just reading through it. Yeah, I'm not anti-V. I'm anti-V that was made in less than a year. And with the absolutely new technology, please add that. It's a new technology. I'm not lying about that, because I'm a nurse. I have seen the contracts you have to sign to get that V. I have seen the contracts. I've seen them with my own eyes, because I worked in a nursery home, okay? And it literally explains you one by one that this is an absolutely completely new technology that has never been used before, and you have to sign that you are okay with it being used on you. And you don't usually sign a contract on a V. You don't usually have to sign a contract that you're absolutely fine with something untested and completely new being used on you. That doesn't naturally happen. I mean, I've seen that stuff because I worked there. I mean, even one of my colleagues who got the V just because she wanted to be free reported excessive bleedings. She couldn't help anymore, you know what I mean? She kept bleeding and bleeding and bleeding, and it didn't stop anymore. And she had to go to her fucking doctor to ask how to stop bleeding. And yeah, this is exactly, for an example, what I told you about the V damaging your vein walls. So you're literally just, you're bleeding internally. And I literally don't even care what people think, but this is scary. It is scary, I think it's scary, and it definitely, no thank you. Absolutely, no thank you. Yeah. Yeah, the funny thing is, at first they were like, hey, you get the V and you're fine. You're fine, no one cares anymore, you can do whatever you want. And now they are like, hey, I think you need a third V to even be safe or something, and you still have to wear masks, and you have to be tested and shit. The funniest is, in Germany, they are currently trying to... get it through that people that VED people don't have to wear masks anymore, don't have to be tested anymore and stuff. The problem is the V doesn't prevent you from actually getting it. It's supposed to prevent you from dying from it. You know what I mean? You can still have the V inside of you. You can still have the C. You can still have it. And you can still transmit it to someone else. So what is the point in not testing the person anymore just because they have the V? Because they can still give it to you and they can still get it from you. There's absolutely no point in treating them like they are immune or something. Why can't I fucking download? I'm trying to download the picture and it doesn't work. I hate it. There's absolutely no point in doing that, really. And you know, like then there's this explanation of them saying stuff like, yeah, the unweed people are the reason that the numbers are going up again and stuff like that. While no, even if, you know, there is a country, I don't know the name of it, but there is actually a country that's 100% weed. Absolutely every person in it is weed, okay? It actually is. And I have no clue why, but for the lols or something, they started testing people. And they are acting, you know, they are like, why the hell is everyone positive? Why are there so many people positive for the sea? Despite everyone is weed. Like, I'm surprised. I have absolutely no clue why. Oh my god, this is hurtful. This is hurtful on many levels. This is hurtful on so many levels. I'm surprised why the people can be tested positive for something when the V doesn't even make them immune to it. And then they make it seem like the unweed people are the reason, you know. Well, everyone is the reason, not just the weed people. Everyone is the reason it spreads, and there's absolutely no way you can remove it. It just doesn't work. You can't do it. You know what I mean? You can't kill a disease. You just have to live with it. I mean, yeah, having a V is cool and all. But, I mean, seriously, even with the flu and everything, yeah, people can get V'd for it. For the chance of having a less severe, what do we call it? So they don't die from it immediately. But despite having a V for it and everything, people still die from it, and that's just how it is. If you really try keeping yourself safe in absolutely every way possible, then you probably can't go outside anymore. What upsets me is that there is no proof that masks work, and they keep, in America at least, flip-flopping on wearing them or not wearing them. Wearing them, not wearing them. Yes. I mean, first off, it depends on the mask, obviously, because some masks just work better than others. Because, I mean, why else would there be multiple types of masks if they all work the same, right? But even the best kind of masks you can actually get, I think they are not... Yeah, none of them is a 100% safety strategy. It just isn't. You still have to, you know, like wash your hands, use hand sanitizer and whatnot to actually kill it. There's many stuff you have to do to keep yourself safe. Just wearing a mask does not do anything unless you're like trying not to inhale smoke or something. I was sent. If you're trying to talk to me, please. Wait. If you're trying to talk to me, please talk on my private, because I'm currently logged in on my private, and I don't want to constantly change accounts. Like I just saw someone. I just saw you sent me a post, and it was probably on my art account, so I don't want to constantly, as you said, flip-flop. So
Sichern Sie sich dieses einmalige Angebot auf 5 CDs mit den besten aus 22 Jahren Superhitparade der Volksmusik.
Dr. Forky is fucking stupid. Well, you know, doctors are human, surprisingly. So doctors can be wrong about something. It's actually kind of scary because, you know, like there's doctors who literally just, you know, like about the V, they don't even try looking into it. They are just accepting it and are like, yeah, take it. You know what I mean? But the doctors who actually looked into it are like, oh my god, this is dangerous, you know, and that is why there are two types of people basically, because one person actually looked into it and the other just heard, oh my god, this is a new disease that we have to fight, and now there is a V about it, you know what I mean? Like they didn't actually try looking into it. But I mean, we can't blame them, because honestly, if I was like, I don't know, a doctor or something, and the news were going crazy, I don't know if I would look into it all that much in detail. But with what's going on, maybe you should. Let's see. Now there's black and white. No. What am I doing? Snout is black and white, okay. Oh yeah, I have the reference on. Now can we talk? Thank you. Actually, this is pretty dark. I think about making it a little lighter. I said lighter, not darker. Yeah, so you know, like you can still see the line art and everything, because I'm not sure when I do it completely as dark as the character actually is, that you can still actually see what's going on. I mean, tell me, can you still distinguish the line art from? Can you still distinguish the line art from the black markings? You can see that. Is that a yes? Because I want to know if the line art can still be seen, because if it can't be seen, I have to change something about it. Like I have to make it light or something. It is distinguishable. Okay, cool.
Künstler, die beliebtesten Chöre, die besten Ensembles und Orchester. Aus 22 Jahren Superhitparade der Volksmusik gibt es jetzt auf dieser Gold-Edition. Rufen Sie uns an 080 dreimal die 503. Das sind die beliebtesten.
Okay, fine. If you're back, then that's good. Yeah, I want to redo the mouth. Oh yeah, that's the. Yeah, one moment. I'm redoing the mouth because I want to make it look the way I made the legs. There we go. So. Clipping. Whoop. Okay. Wait, let's unclip so I can make it bigger. Yep. Ist meine Barbara. Weisen die Sterne.
Präsentierte für heutige Verhältnisse fast unglaublich 22 Jahre lang echte Ikonen in der Superhit-Parade der Volksmusik. Ich bin mir sicher, all die Hits klingen Ihnen auch heute noch in den Ohren und die Stars sind heute noch genauso präsent.
Dann haben wir hier diesen
In der Superhit-Parade der Volksmusik gibt es ein Wiederhören. Musik bringt uns die
Ladi-dadi-dup-dup.
ihren Töchtern ist da ebenso ein passendes Motto wie es ist schön, ein Musikant zu sein. Oder Servus, Grüezi und Hallo. Ich bin mir sicher, bei diesen Wiederhören
Okay, not that big.
Volksmusikfans höher schlagen. Garantiert.
Servus, Grüezi und Hallo. Denn Musik dachte alle vor.
Sichern Sie sich jetzt die Goldedition der Superhit-Parade der Volksmusik mit 100 goldenen Hits
Ja.
auf 5 CDs. Und bitte nicht vergessen, zu der Goldedition gibt es auch die DVD-Kollektion der Superhit-Parade der Volksmusik. Und es
Es ist so schön, ein Musikant zu sein.
Das ist ja die reinste Ohrwurm-Parade. Diese Hits hat wirklich jeder im Ohr. Von Rot sind die Rosen über das Trompeten-Echo bis hin zum Kufsteiner Lied, aber auch La Pastorella oder der große Hit der Wiesensängers mit dem Original-Interpreten Patricius. Aber dich gibt's nur einmal für mich. All diese Hits sind sicher ein Stück ihres Lebens. Und darum freue ich mich ganz besonders
Well, I have absolutely no old art to do because people don't like what I do apparently.
für Sie in Erinnerung.
You mean like I'm never asked? People just never ask me for anything. Like even when I do comms, like absolutely no one is interested in it, and that's kind of sad. But I mean, what am I supposed to do about it?
Endlich gibt es die Goldedition der Superhit-Parade der Volksmusik. Sichern Sie sich diese 5 CDs voller Erinnerungen, romantischer Gefühle und jeder Menge Heimatgefühl. Das ist die Goldedition der Superhit-Parade der
Ja.
Volksmusik. Bitte fragen Sie auch nach der DVD-Kollektion der Superhit-Parade der Volksmusik. Unser Team wird Ihnen ein großartiges Sparangebot unterbreiten. Dieses Angebot gibt es nur hier bei Shop24 direkt und nicht im Handel. Rufen Sie uns jetzt an 080 3 mal die 503 für Deutschland, 0820 20 30 87 für Österreich und 0848 266 788 aus der Schweiz. Aus allen anderen Ländern wählen Sie 0049 30 22 38 54 42. Auch im Internet.
Like, I want to ask for that non-canon death piece of glory. What? Non-canon death piece? I feel like there's something I should know. Oh, yeah, there's even more to it. This fucking shit. I mean, it's a nice color palette. Don't get me wrong. But Yeah, I don't remember it. I'm sorry. I really don't. K für immer. So ein Wahnsinnsgefühl. Sind eine Oase. Findet Sehnsucht ihr Ziel.
Ja, die Erinnerungen laufen wie Filme vor einem inneren Auge, wenn man die Hits wieder hört. Ich bin mir sicher, dass Sie es genauso genießen. Denn auf der Goldedition gibt es zum Beispiel auch ein Wiederhören mit dem legendären Jodelkönig Franz Lang. Wir erleben das einzigartige
Casablanca für immer.
aber auch die Kastroter Spatzen mit dem Nummer 1 Hit Tränen passen nicht zu dir waren sehr erfolgreich in der Superhit-Parade der Volksmusik. Danke, Caroline, für diese tolle Auswahl.
Noch niemals bin ich in dich verliebt. Na, 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 na. Es würde sterben, wenn du mal gehst.
Ich weiß noch heute, dass ich als kleiner Junge immer sehr fasziniert von Carolins rollendem R war. Mein Bruder Hansi und ich, wir haben oft versucht, das nachzumachen, aber es blieb nur bei dem Versuch. Wenn Caroline Reiber ihr markantes R rollte in ihren herzlichen Ansagen, dann war das oft der Grundstein für eine lange und ehrliche Freundschaft. Ich denke nur mal an die Freundschaft mit Slavko Außen oder auch mit Ernst Bosch. Und so finden sich sowohl die Original-Ebertrainer als auch die Original-Egerländer Musikanten hier auf
Your stream lagging. Yeah, I know. It's just... I don't know why, but... It just happens.
Gibt es die Goldedition der Superhitparade der Volksmusik. Sichern Sie sich dieses
Wait, am I... No, okay.
5 CDs. Den besten aus 22 Jahren Superhitparade der Volksmusik. Dieses Angebot gibt es nur hier bei Shop24 direkt und nicht im Handel.
Denn du bist gerade mir nur geboren, um fröhlich sein.
Auf der Goldedition der Superhitparade der Volksmusik finden sich starke Frauen wie Claudia Jung, Francine Jordi oder Irene Schier. Aber auch, wie sagt man so schön, gestandene Mannsbilder. Ich denke nur an Quackstoff, an Bergfeuer oder an Heino mit seinem blauen Enzian. Für mich ist es heute so ein bisschen wie ein Klassentreffen. So viele Freunde, mit denen wir wunderbare Momente zu ihrer Unterhaltung erleben dürfen.
So grau, grau, grau blüht der Enzian. Wir uns wiedersehen mit ihren roten Lippen fing es an. Nie vergessen kann.
Sichern Sie sich jetzt die Goldedition der Superhitparade der Volksmusik. Mit 100 goldenen Hits auf 5 CDs.
An der Autobahn,
Zu der Goldedition gibt es auch die
Feuer der Berge,
Parade der Volksmusik. Und das Wiedersehen mit
brennt auf Ewigkeit.
Oh ja, Caroline Reiber kann wirklich stolz sein, wie viele große Stars der Volksmusik in ihrer Superhitparade der Volksmusik so richtig Rückenwind bekamen. Captain Cook mit seinem singenden Saxophon,
Okay.
die wunderbare Mara Kaiser, das Alpentrio Tirol oder auch die Tränkfahrt. Alle bekamen ihre Chance bei Caroline Reiber. Da gab es dann das berühmte Toi 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 kurz vor dem Auftritt.
Their non-canon death is that he gets stepped in the heart by a Pegasus after his horn is completely broken off. Yeah, I don't remember any of that. Almost sounds like you've told me in a dream or something. Ich will einen Leer, Grüezi und Hallo.
Die Superhitparade der Volksmusik ist wieder da.
Edeltraut.
Die erfolgreichsten Künstler, die beliebtesten Chöre, die besten Ensembles und Orchester. Aus 22 Jahren Superhitparade der Volksmusik gibt es jetzt auf dieser
Der
Goldedition.
Engel von Marienhof.
Rufen Sie uns an 080 3 mal die 503. Das sind die beliebtesten Hits der legendären
What?
Unser Team wird Ihnen ein Sparangebot unterbreiten. 080, dreimal die 503.
Yeah, that's when I can relate to the memes, you know, the memes that are like when you see some random stripe somewhere on your drawing and you're like, what? How far is it? Pretty close. So approximately like that. I actually don't even have to blur it because, you know, it doesn't show there. Beim Sternensee. Never blows. Herzen glücklich gemacht. Von 1000 Sternen.
Caroline Reiber hat Menschen vereint mit der Kraft der Musik. Von Meer und aus den Bergen, aus Ost und West und Nord und Süd kamen die Stars, um in der Superhitparade der Volksmusik mit Caroline Reiber dabei sein zu dürfen. Ja, leider gibt es eine solche Sendung heute nicht mehr, aber die Musik bleibt uns erhalten. Liebe Caroline, danke für deine Leistung, deine Herzlichkeit, deine menschliche Wärme und dein Fingerspitzengefühl bei der Auswahl dieser Lieder. Die Künstler von damals, wir verneigen uns ganz tief vor deiner Lebensleistung.
Endlich gibt es die Gold-Edition der Superhitparade der Volksmusik. Danke, Caroline. Sichern Sie sich diese 5 CDs voller Erinnerungen, romantischer
I hope I'm not
Laune und jede Menge Heimat.
boring
Das ist die
to
Gold-Edition
you people.
der Superhitparade der Volksmusik. Bitte fragen Sie auch nach der
The
DVD-Kollektion.
person talking to me has currently decided to vanish, so
Ein großartiges Sparangebot.
if someone wants to talk,
Diese
I am free.
gibt es nur hier.
Just message me on Instagram and we will be talking.
Jetzt an 080, dreimal die 503 für Deutschland, 0820 20 30 87 für Österreich und 0848 266
Sorry, I'm doing art as well. I see. So who are you working for?
2038 54 92. Auch im Internet sind wir für Sie da.
Drawing bubbles? You mean a character named Bubbles or Bubbles as in Bubbles?
Parade der Volksmusik ist wieder da. Die erfolgreichsten Künstler
One of Mello's friends. Yeah, I don't know all your characters or this just...
rufen Sie uns an 080
Both types of babbles. Babbles. I can't even talk.
beliebtesten Hits der legendären TV-Sendung mit Caroline Reiber. Die Gold-Edition der Superhitparade der Volksmusik auf 5 CDs.
Yeah, at least you get commissions. Why does no one commission me? Like,
Sie auch nach der DVD-Kollektion Superhitparade der Volksmusik. Unser Team wird
you know, like, people are always like, hey, don't, you know, like, don't get discouraged and stuff, but this is discouraging.
unzählige Fans mit ihrer außergewöhnlichen Musik, die einzigartigen Kirmesmusikanten. Aus Anlass des 80. Geburtstages der unvergessenen Legende Henry Pasqualen erinnern wir exklusiv mit der großen Hitkollektion an seinen Lebens. Der von den Kirmesmusikanten kreierte Akkordeonsound begeisterte über Jahrzehnte. Endlich gibt es exklusiv für Sie nur hier und nicht im Handel und abgerundet mit einem besonderen Geschenk die große Hitkollektion. Lassen Sie uns gemeinsam in Erinnerungen schwelgen.
Ja, das ist die richtige Formulierung. Der von den Kirmesmusikanten kreierte Sound. Denn der besondere Akkordeonklang, der die beiden holländischen Superstars so berühmt machte, beruhte auf einer technischen Bastelei, die von Henny erfunden wurde und die die er in
Yeah, the thing is, I don't want to do My Little Pony style art.
Er hat dieses Geheimnis mit ins Grab genommen. Darum ist sein Erbe, diese 120 Lieder hier auf diesen 6 CDs, so.
I mean, I even offered
Ich präsentiere
bass,
die große
you know, like when I put it in my commission sheet, I said I do offer, you know, pony style, and still no one came. That's why I think people just don't want to commission me.
Der Zufall führte die beiden musikverrückten Niederländer Henny und Tobi zusammen. Aus der Fachsimpelei hinter der Bühne ging es vom Verliebtsein bis zur Liebe und wurde in einer einzigartig harmonischen Zusammenarbeit gekrönt. Und diese Harmonie zweier Menschen wurde hörbar in genau jenen 120 Liedern.
I find it interesting that you call it the suicide one, because it was actually supposed to be murder.
Diese 6 CDs sind etwas ganz Besonderes. Und es gibt auch ein Geschenk dazu. Was es ist, verrate ich Ihnen gleich.
But I guess you can call it suicide as well. I mean, I suppose they would look the same in the end. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe I would do the facial expression a little different if it was suicide. Because I feel like the person would expect that to happen. You know what I mean? Like they would expect to be strangled. So it's like difficult and painful and everything, but they would still expect it to happen. And what I tried to do with what I drew was that the person is basically shocked that it happens. And what it feels like, so that it's basically not suicide, but someone having them pushed, if you know what I mean.
Unvergessenen Kirmesmusikanten. Das Akkordeon als Schmuckstück und zwar als harte Anstecknadel, gratis als Geschenk zu dieser großen Hit.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I can try changing the expression if you think the expression doesn't look like a suicide. But if you say you have confused it as a suicide, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just saying that I personally would have probably drawn it a little differently, like facial expressive wise, if it was suicidal. But when you've confused it for suicide, I assume it doesn't matter to you. It looks fine the way it is.
Melodien. Rufen Sie uns jetzt an. 080, dreimal die 503 für Deutschland. 0820 20 30 87 für Österreich.
Yeah, it's just when I drew that piece, because I said it in the description. I was inspired by an artist on E621 or whatever the page is called, who draws a lot of gore art. But it's mainly about being hanged by a noose. And I don't know why, but that really inspired me that I wanted to draw a character being hanged. So I did it. I drew a character being hanged. Also, by the way, I remember you said you were jamming to the music. I'm telling you what the song was called that you were jamming to. I don't think it's because of not wanting. Most people won't pay with like art trade. It could also be because the way broke, blah blah blah. I really like, and I would definitely, and I'm requesting only, but I'm broke. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just like that. It seems like a lot of people, you know, like they buy different stuff. How do I say that? It's like there are people who always get commissions, always, and I'm here like, why don't I get commissions? You know what I mean? Like some people are just always commissioned. It's like people just sit there anticipating for them to finally open their comms, and sometimes I feel like that people don't even want to commission me because they know I do a lot of free art, so they're just sitting there like, oh yeah, I'm waiting until they do it for free or something.
Diese beiden das Leben und die Musik so sehr liebenden Virtuosen auf ihren Akkordeons fanden sich ganz
Something I find weird especially is because I see some people who get comms that are definitely, I mean, not trying to be rude here, but people that are definitely not my skill level, and they get money like it's a rain shower or something. But I'm always asking myself what I'm doing wrong, basically.
die große Hit-Kollektion bestehend aus 6 CDs.
Like, I know, like, some of the artists that always get comms are, like, very popular people, and it's probably just because they are popular, so... But, there's also people who get comms all the time that are definitely not my skill level, and I'm always like, is it my art that's the problem, or is something else the problem? And they get mad when you want something changed. I asked them to just change the color and they blew up on me. Yeah, you know what I find a little intimidating? It's when they say you're not allowed to ask for a change. You know what I mean? Or you're like, oh yeah, as soon as you approve the sketch, there is no changing or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, but what if you actually do get the colors wrong or something? And they are like, well, that's your problem. I'm not changing the piece because... You know what I mean? I mean, I get it, because if I were to draw all of this and I would always be asked to change it, I would probably be like, I don't want to change it at some point. Simply because it's so much work. But yeah, I always feel like... I always feel intimidated when I read that. The whole, you're only allowed one change or something. And I'm like, yeah, okay, but, you know, and I always just take what I get from commissions, you know, like I never ask them to change it or something, because I'm always afraid they are gonna be angry or something.
Plakette, die Hermann-Löns-Medaille und viele, viele andere Ehrungen und unzählige goldene Schallplatten für ihre Leistungen. Aus Anlass des 80. Geburtstags des unvergessenen
Oh yeah, I remember
wurde nun
I once had someone
zusammengestellt.
commissioned
Es gibt exklusiv
for a piece of lilac,
limitiert das Markenzeichen
and
der Kirmes
they just couldn't get the scars right. You know what I mean? Like either they completely forgot them or they just drew them incorrectly.
Rufen Sie
And I kept asking them to do it differently. And I mean, I even gave them a reference picture. Like I even drew it on the picture itself, you know, like, but I mean, like I made a screenshot of it and I drew over it and said that's what it's supposed to look like. And at some point, they said, well, either I take it or I don't, but they are not gonna change it again. And I was mad, but that was also the last time I ever commissioned that person.
die grandiose Karriere der Kirmes
Because I wasn't rude about it or anything. I just said, well, it's a very important part about her personality and her character. And the scars looked...
Der Kirmesmusikanten gratis als Geschenk dazu. 080 dreimal die 503. Zwei Menschen vom Schicksal zusammengeführt begeistern unzählige Fans mit ihrer außergewöhnlichen Musik. Die einzigartigen Kirmesmusikanten. Aus Anlass des 80. Geburtstages der unvergessenen Legende Henny van Vasqueren erinnern wir exklusiv mit der großen Hitkollektion an zeitgemäßes Der von den Kirmesmusikanten kreierte Akkordeonsound begeisterte über Jahrzehnte. Endlich gibt es exklusiv
Yeah, I was gonna ask,
und abgerundet mit einem besonderen Geschenk.
where the hell is Amber Blue?
Lassen Sie uns gemeinsam
Is it the markings that I would have said
Das ist die richtige
are white too?
von den Kirmesmusikanten.
I mean, I don't know, because I never draw her from my mind, you know what I mean? Like, I always draw her from color picking.
Technischen Bastelei, die von
When I draw a character,
uns
I always draw them from color picking, so basically there is no way I'm gonna get the colors wrong, if you know what I mean, because I'm always color picking them.
diese 120 Lieder hier
So there's no way
so besonders.
they are gonna be wrong.
Ich präsentiere Ihnen die große Hit-Kollektion.
So that's probably why I always drew her correctly. Because I always color picked her. Because I could have sworn she was white. Now that we're talking about it. Could have sworn she's white.
Führte die beiden musikverrückten Niederländer Henny und Kobi zusammen. Aus der Fachsimpelei hinter
Good that we're talking about it, I guess.
bis zur Liebe und wurde in einer einzigartig harmonischen Zusammenarbeit gekrönt. Und diese Harmonie zweier Menschen wurde hörbar in genau jenen 120 Liedern, die Sie jetzt hier auf der großen Hit-Kollektion der Kirmesmusikanten exklusiv bei uns erhalten. Diese 6 CDs sind etwas ganz Besonderes. Und es gibt auch ein Geschenk dazu. Was es ist, verrate ich Ihnen gleich.
No, it's a really light blue. Yeah, I would have thought of it being a gray whitish. I really wouldn't have thought that to be blue in any kind of way. So I guess the only reason I always got it right is probably because I color picked her, and since it's some sort of blue, I probably always color picked it correctly.
Wurde zum 80.
AKA it always looked correctly.
vergessenen Henny von den Kirmesmusikanten in Zusammenarbeit mit Hennys Witwe Kobi zusammengestellt. Und es gibt ein besonderes Schmankerl für alle Fans der Kirmesmusikanten und Freunde der Akkordeonmusik, denen Lebenslust und
I got a message from someone, but I think it was on my other account. Let me
Markenzeichen der
change. I love how you color eyes.
und zwar als harte Anstecknadel
Thank you.
Geschenk zu dieser großen Hit-Kollektion.
Yeah, the eyes is one part of my art style that keeps changing because I keep doing it in different ways, basically, until I'm satisfied, if you know what I mean. And I keep changing it, like, sometimes I want it this way, and then I want it that way, then I'm trying it different again, and then different again, and blah, 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 blah. Until I am eventually satisfied with it, but I'm honestly never really satisfied. Clipping. Wait. 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 Oh, okay, I get it. I was like, why is half of my eye missing? What do I want to do next? Small. Good job. Good job on what? The eye thing. Well, I don't know, but if you ask me, I think I always do a good job on the eye thing.
Ja, 2021 wäre Henny 80 Jahre alt geworden. Das Schicksal und eine fürchterliche Krankheit haben ihn zu früh aus dem Leben gerissen. Und seine Kobi hat nie wieder am Akkordeon auf einer Bühne gestanden. Die gemeinsame Liebe zur Musik wurde zu einer Liebe fürs Leben und über den Tod hinaus. Und diese Liebe zueinander, zu ihren Instrumenten und zu ihrer Musik ist 120 Mal hörbar. Hier auf diesen 6 CDs der Kirmesmusikanten.
Yeah, when I'm doing that, you know, you see, like, it shows that there's part of the eyes that are shining through, so okay. Coloring the line art is a pain in the ass. Why? Coloring the line art is one of the easiest things. Look, you take the line art layer, you take clipping, then you just... That really isn't problematic. You just go like that. I mean, I don't know what kind of character you have, but of course I put so much shit on one layer on accident. It's so far, yeah. That's why I learned not to do so much on one layer. They are my frogs, by the way, in case you people don't know yet.
Und erstmals gibt es jetzt eine Zusammenstellung der 120 beliebtesten und von Ihnen am häufigsten gewünschten Aufnahmen.
The attack frogs, yeah, they are pretty attackable.
Der Titel ist Die große
That make your hands bleed, yeah. Yes, exactly those. You're getting it right. You know, they are like that, wanna fuck meme with the two birds. You want some fuck?
Die Musik ist die
Because that's quite literally what the croaking means.
So erklärten die Kirmesmusikanten in einem Interview, warum sie so in Harmonie rund um die Uhr über 46
You want
Jahre
some
hinweg
fuck?
die berühmten guten und schlechten Zeiten gemeinsam meisterten. Aus Anlass des 80. Geburtstags des unvergessenen Henny im Jahr 2021 wurde diese große Hitkollektion in Zusammenarbeit mit Hennys Witwe Kobi zusammengestellt. Und
I don't know what kind of fat lady you're talking about, but
Kirmesmusikanten das Akkordeon als geschmackvolles Schmuckstück und zwar als eigens gestaltete Anstecknadel gratis als Geschenk für sie dazu.
Ibish. Yeah, you spell it right. Just another C. SCH. Ibish, she's sleeping. Why? It's like 5 a.m. in the morning here.
Unsterbliche Klang. Das sind die Auf 6 CDs gibt es jetzt erstmals für Sie die 120 beliebtesten Aufnahmen des bekanntesten Akkordeon-Duos der Welt.
Yeah, I know.
Aus Anlass des
Okay, so because I don't always like what my shading looks like, I'm gonna save this drawing in normal color, you know what I mean? And in shading.
Sie erhalten die geschmackvolle Akkordeon-Anstecknadel der Kirmesmusikanten gratis als Geschenk dazu.
I got all the colors.
Kirmesmusikanten
Ja.
erhielten die Robert-Stolz-Plakette, die Hermann-Löns-Medaille und viele, viele andere Ehrungen und unzählige goldene Schallplatten für ihre Leistungen.
Oh, I picked out the kind of parrot I'm getting too. Yeah, I'm not sure about picking, because my stepmom's cousin raises birds. Yeah, the thing is, I didn't pick Ibish based on race, if you know what I mean. Like, I always thought cockatiels were aggressive piece of shits, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I actually realized how nice a cockatiel can be if you actually own one. So I think it might actually be good if you know what I mean, just take a bird and don't actually choose it by race because, I don't know, you know what I mean.
Die grandiose Karriere der Kirmesmusikanten wurde von einer fürchterlichen Erkenntnis beendet. Zunächst versagte nur ein Fingerdienst, doch eine unheilbare Krankheit raubte dem Künstler Nerven und Blutbahn. Am 12. Januar 2010 verstarb Henny mit nur 68 Jahren. Sein Erbe aber, diese vielen gemeinsamen Kapitel Musikgeschichte mit seiner Kobi, werden die Zeit überleben. Die 120 größten Erfolge
I hate doing
sich jetzt diese 6 CDs
hair
gratis als Geschenk diese geschmackvolle Anstecknadel dazu.
that goes like this
Aufmerksamkeit und rufen Sie uns am besten jetzt an. Die Leitungen sind
because my shading sucks when it comes to art.
Kirmesmusikanten. Das sind auf 6 CDs die 120 bekanntesten Melodien. Rufen Sie uns jetzt an. 080 dreimal die 503 für Deutschland. 0820 20 30 87 für Österreich. Und 0848 266 788 aus der Schweiz. Aus allen anderen Ländern wählen Sie
It stopped recording for some reason, but it does that. It's definitely not the first time it told me that. It just happens for some reason.
Aufnahmen des bekanntesten Akkordeon-Duos der Welt. Aus Anlass des 80. Geburtstages der unvergessenen Legende Henny von Fasqueden erinnern wir exklusiv mit der großen Hitkollektion an die einzigartigen Kirmesmusikanten. 120 Hits
Parrots, cockatiels. Parrots is like a group of animals. It's like there is no difference in a cockatiel and a parrot. If you know what I mean. That's like saying, I don't know, but that's kind of like saying, oh yeah, my whatever raises dogs and Labradors or something. If you know what I mean, like. Why is it white? Mama. Mazenet. For some reason,
Diese Kollektion wird Ihnen mit einem persönlichen Grußwort von Hein Simons zugesandt.
thank you. I don't know who is currently watching, so if you're currently watching and the stream is working, please let me know.
Es gehört auch eine hochwertig produzierte DVD zu den großartigen Jubiläumseditionen von Hein Simons alias Heinchen. Das sind originale Videoumsetzungen der großen Hits von Hein Simons. Und manchmal weinst du sicher ein Kind, eine Stimme, eine Weltkarriere. Ein Mann, ein Mensch, ein Freund. Hein Simons alias Heinchen. Diese Stimme überlebt die Zeit. Shop 24 direkt präsentiert Ihnen exklusiv die große Jubiläumsedition. Melodien für die Ewigkeit. 080 dreimal die 503 für Deutschland. 0820 20 30 87 für Österreich. Und 0848 266 788 aus der Schweiz. Aus allen anderen Ländern wählen Sie 0049 30 22 38 54 92. Im Internet sind wir für Sie da. www.shop24direkt.de. Singendes Kind hat die Herzen von Millionen Menschen so sehr berührt wie Heinchen. Kein anderer Künstler konnte seine Erfolge nach über 50 Jahren wiederholen wie Heinz Simons. Aus Anlass des 66. Geburtstags von Heinz Simons alias Heinchen wurde in Zusammenarbeit mit dem Künstler die große Jubiläumsedition zusammengestellt. Auf 9 CDs und einer DVD finden Sie Melodien für die Ewigkeit. Jetzt anrufen 080 dreimal die 503. Fanschal im attraktiven Blumenwiesen-Design gratis als Geschenk. Die große Jubiläumsedition 080 dreimal die 503. CDs und einer DVD. Was Sie dort genau erwartet und welches Geschenk Ihnen allen zu der Bestellung dazu liegt, das erzähle ich Ihnen gleich in den nächsten Minuten. Dankbarkeit über Erfolg zu stellen. Davon hat der kleine Heintje vor über 50 Jahren gesungen. Und das wünschte sich der Großvater jetzt zu seinem 66.
Okay.
When
To everyone who's watching, I'm probably ending the stream now because I finished the drawing and it's like, I mean, it's like 5 or 6 a.m. I need some sleep. But yeah, if it actually works, I can stream more often. And if you actually liked it and whatever, I mean, let me know. Because I can Yeah, I can do it more often. Maybe I'm just doing it just because I can. Because I haven't streamed in forever. I haven't streamed in years, to be honest. The last time I streamed is literally years ago. When I was still drawing on PC. I didn't even know it was possible to stream on a tablet. Until, like, one of my recorders, I used the DU recorder on my phone, and it said that I can actually live stream with it, and that made me realize that I can actually live stream on a tablet, like on mobile. And I downloaded Streamlabs or whatever it's called, and it actually works. Like, yeah, it keeps lagging, it keeps dying. I don't know why, but it's not really. It's not really, you know, like a bad thing to just restart the stream or something. Because when I was on PC, and I mean on PC I used like a streaming software that I actually paid for, and it kept dying and lagging. Like, I don't know, maybe it's my internet that just doesn't play along or something. Because ever since I knew how to stream, I always had problems with lagging and stuff, like even on PC and stuff. So maybe it's my internet, to be honest. Like, I have no other explanation for it. But yeah, if you people actually like watching the process of me actually drawing something. Like, you know, like, I think it's different watching me on stream than it is when you watch the speed paint I upload. Oh yeah, the speed paint. Because I think it's different if you watch me actually draw it than and you just watch the speed paint I upload, you know. Because the speed paint is literally just Procreate, you know, recording what I did. And I think it's a whole different process, actually seeing the little steps I do alongside and not just one quick video doing it. I actually learned some new things to maybe improve my art. I knew shading wasn't just airbrush, but I never knew it had many. It had this. Yeah, I mean, I personally do this many steps. You know what I mean? There's probably. It dies even though I don't want it to die. You know, like, it dies. I didn't tell it to die yet. Yeah, about the shading. Yeah, you know, like, everyone does it differently. It's just how I do it, you know, like, I do a normal multiply layer on it. Then you know, it's Procreate. Procreate has this Gaussian blur, whatever you call it, which is basically, yeah, making it blurry without actually using a tool. But yeah, basically blur it completely. Then I put a normal highlight layer over it and blur it. So you have this texture of, you have this texture of darkness and light. And just because I think it adds more texture to it being fur, I use this technique of using, and I mean, many people seem to like my art, so I guess people like my shading. Like, this is, you know, this is the drawing. Why are you telling me I can't call you father? Yeah, so here you can see it very well, the little dots I used for the shading, so that it looks more like fur on this drawing. But yeah, this was the stream. Oh yeah, I finally see this pony has an interesting design and detail colors. Yeah, I finally see the chat. I finally see the chat I couldn't access. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry to everyone who literally talked in the chat because I didn't have a chat option. I just found the chat option. So, yeah, this was